Hey guys, I'm just making a follow-up video for y'all. We're been like 14, 15 days now that I have been off of Xanax and going through this withdrawal process. I documented it. So I've got like 7 videos that are during the day of me like freaking out, going through it, hallucinating. Now the hallucinations are not on camera because they happen when I'm like trying to sleep or something. But my raging and flipping out are all it's all embarrassing shit. The other thing that I've been doing is going down this pharmaceutical rabbit hole. Our suffering is their wealth. The more we suffer, the more they get. Not only them, but the privately owned jails. And so I've been down this rabbit hole, and I'm like, I'm not going to get into that. But the more I read, the more pissed I started getting. How is it legal that a doctor can get a kickback from a pharmaceutical company, but NCAA football player can't let a scout, scouts cannot buy them a lunch, or high school players that they can't? It don't make fucking sense. They should be able to. If a doctor can get a kickback from ruining my life by prescribing me something I had no idea, none, with the medicine, I was taking it like, oh, this is going to make me feel better. Now look at, I've lost everything. I have nothing left. I haven't eaten in 2 days. I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't have any motivation to do anything. It's getting better. I'm not sick anymore. I feel the physical pain is all but gone. It's the after effects, the aftershock is will it fucking stop? I have no motivation. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't eaten. I need to shower. What am I gonna do? I have nowhere to go. Sorry. I have no money, no job. So my future is looking pretty shitty. Can a doctor get, or can I get a kickback from one of them pharmacy companies for, a gift card to fucking Applebee's or something? I'm fucking starving, guys. So if one of you pharmaceutical bigwigs sees this video, bro, I need to eat. I'm serious. I have not eaten in 2 days. So if you see it, I'm in Omaha. Come look me up. I'd really appreciate it, because I am fucking hungry. I can't imagine the suffering some of you are doing right now. It hurts my feelings. I've never been that type of guy that liked watching people suffer. I've always hated it. It always made me feel bad. And a kid, I was bullied so bad as a kid. Oh, not only by my peers, but by the people I was supposed to trust the most. My teachers, my parents. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus, but they know that. They know it. So it affected me, and I've always hated watching bullies or people gain off of, if it's humor, off of someone else's humiliation or struggle. It's sickening. I think that is, if you're laughing at someone else's, or gaining off of their struggles and their torture and their humiliation, that's up there with child molestation. because you're just, especially if you're gaining off of it, making a profit, and you're profiting off of their addiction, you're fucked. You're fucked in the head. You need to take that shit. Y'all should be sitting in prison where you built what you built to help each other out, because you all getting the same money. Because you got to put us somewhere when we break the law. When you give us just enough to get hooked, and then when we run out, you got to have somewhere to put us. So I'm sure you guys got some of your names on them, or get some of that money from the corrections facilities, right? I wish I could prove that one, because I promise you I will. I'd throw you all under the fucking bus. I ain't scared. What more are you gonna do to me? You're gonna take my hand and cut it off? I probably wouldn't feel it. This shit has got me so fucked up. Like, my mental state is beyond fucked right now. I'm furious that a doctor can get a kickback from a pharmaceutical company. If I had no idea what Xanax was up to 3 years ago, whenever I got the first Xanax from the doctor, I had a panic attack in the hospital at Walmart. I had a panic attack and I started hyperventilating. I ended up in the ambulance. I ended up at the hospital, and they gave me, I believe they gave me something, but then the script because they gave me a doctor appointment to go see. I'm thinking I'm going to go to therapy, or they're going to give me some kind of medication, which they did. With that medication, they prescribed me Xanax, 120 1 milligram Xanax for a month. That's the month with a refill. Okay, now don't say you just they'd text my phone, and after a month the Walgreens would send me a text. I go down there and pick it up. I have insurance, so now that's how easy it was. And after the doctors prescribed me that, they'd have me come in for an 8-week evaluation. I would go in, and they would give me something else and then up the milligrams. So I was all the way at 2 milligrams. They're yellow pills, long like that. And I was taking 3 of them a day, 3 or 4 of them a day for a year. And then I just was like, I'm so high right now. How am I was falling asleep like that, and I hated it. I'm like, I'm not this person. Not only that, is I was starting to get in arguments with my ex-fiance for, she could be a mouth sometimes, and I would always, before that, I would just kind of laugh and just do what she said. That's what we're there for. If you love somebody, they're mad or upset, you take it. I was starting to find myself talking shit to her. Like, quit being a bitch about it, or shut up. Things that she couldn't believe came out of my mouth. I told her to shut up one day, and I was just being a prick that day. I can remember this is one of the first fights we ever had, and she was shocked. I could not believe that I just told her to shut up. She thought I was joking. I'm like, no, why can't you just get along with people? But I didn't realize she was just venting to me. I knew that, but I had a comment to make about it. Turned up to be a big fight because she is very headstrong, and the other thing is she wore the pants. I'm not gonna lie. That woman was she wore the pants. She was my strength. Like, with her, I had everything. And I did whatever I could for her to make her happy. And for me to go from that straight to that, to being an asshole, was such a shock. And it was such a gradual, it was very gradual. At first it was just shut up, to, oh, fuck you, I'm fucking leaving, packing your shit and leaving. That's what ended up happening, and then it got to be so bad that I would say things to her that were so mean, because she, like everybody, we all have flaws, and I don't know why, but I decided to start telling her about hers instead of my own. So once I realized that, I left. I couldn't believe what I was doing to her, like what I was saying. And maybe it's, it wasn't, to me, what I said to her was really, really harsh. Maybe it wasn't. To some people be like, that ain't really nothing. But to her and me, it was. Because I never was like that. She was used to me being there for her and rubbing her back and, rubbing her shoulders and listening to her and telling her to be okay. She worked hard. Was she perfect? To me, she was, but, I'm sure she even admits to it. She had a big fault in some of what we, I wasn't ever expecting her to help me or be there for me. And when I did need her, she didn't know how to be. And it pissed me off. That's kind of what happened. And I left. Thankfully, without any violence. Well, she can't say that. I deserved a couple of them smacks. But yeah, thankfully that I never, a domestic on her. But that's how bad these medications are. It changes who you are as a human to someone that is not. And then when you want to be that human again, you've got to look back at the last year, what you've accomplished, and what you end up accomplishing is you're out of work, you have no money, you're now starving, you're sick off of withdrawals, you've pissed this person off, you're unreliable. That's what you accomplished. And that's not who I am. I'm very, very responsible, respected, and when I said I'd do something, I meant it, and I would do it. I remember I was so busy, but my mom needed her lawn mowed, and I went up and would get it done after I could get there. I had a company to run. I was busy. It's so much to do, and not only that, is I was relying on these pills to help me grasp this company. Like, I was trying to figure out how this is working. All this money's coming in, but where am I supposed to put it? I know I've got to buy equipment, but you got to be smart. And so it started getting to me. Like, I really want this. Had I really, I wonder if I'd never used Xanax, would I still have my company? And I believe I would. But after now, so it's been 14, 15 days, the physical, the withdrawal part is, I really don't feel it anymore. Only thing that I can do anymore during the day is cry and be depressed. I wish I have several videos of some of these time periods that I'll start putting up for you guys to see what it looks like, what you're gonna feel like, how you're gonna act. You might not all have the same experience, but if maybe if you're wondering what type of medication you're on, is it appropriate? If you're on Xanax and you've been on it for more than a year, It's not appropriate. Because you can't live without it right now. If you've been on Xanax for more than a month, stop now. Stop. You are going to withdraw. I'm telling you to stop now because it's going to be worse next month. And if you can get it now, kick it in the butt now, you're the price you pay is not going to be as near as big as if you let this go on for any longer. If you're questioning it in your head and you're watching this, cut it out now. I hate this because I have not met a doctor that cared yet. You can't, especially after what I've been reading about the kickbacks and the pharmaceuticals and the doctors. I don't trust them anymore. I definitely don't want you guys to have my, you should trust the doctors. I don't. You should. You shouldn't, and I'm not giving you medical advice, but if you're on it, start tapering off now. I did it cold turkey, and I was warned that it's very dangerous. You can die. People have died cold turkey, so be careful. That's if you've been on this for a period of time, a significant period of time, and to me that's a year, 5 years, get off of it now. Taper off, but you gotta do it. You gotta be able to hold yourself accountable, because you cannot let this continue to go on any longer. You've got to stop taking it, and you've got to find a different way to cope with your stress or anxiety. And my suggestion is look at Syria. Look at their struggles. Watch some of their videos, what they go through every day, and then tell me if you think you need your Xanax. I just want you guys to know that I care, and I don't want this shit in our country anymore. I think, I truly believe like this pill blinds you and then opens up a portal for the devil. And that is the experience I got from it. And that's it. I mean, that's the best way that I can describe this medication. Xanax blinds you and opens up a portal for the devil to come in, because you're no longer going to be the same person. I'm flipping people off driving because my anger just got so bad. I'm like, why am I flipping out like this? Before I was fine. Now I'm supposed to be more calm, but I'm actually more temperamental than ever. So yeah, just please guys, if you have a doubt in your mind about what you're doing, listen to it. Listen to that little voice in your head say, hey, please stop this. There's a reason. God, that's God trying to tell you. Please believe me. I'm in my car. I haven't eaten in 2 days, and I don't know where I'm gonna. I have nobody to talk to. I'm so embarrassed about this, and I'm questioning putting this on the internet. I just want to get through this. I don't want to die. I don't want to die still being on it. I want to be off of it before I die. Like, I want my brain clear of it. I want to let God back in. I want to be spiritual. I want my brain open before I die. What do we know what's going to really happen? What if we're on that medication and we die, and we've been taking it heavy, and it blocks the DMT that's supposed to release out of your brain, but won't work because we've been on it so long, and then you're stuck in this hell trying to get to, experience what we're supposed to experience naturally, but we're blocking it. Who knows? I mean, these are just some of the shit that's going on in my brain right now. Is that shit I just shot out at you. So not factual, but who knows? We don't. I want my brain to be free and clear of this. And I mean, I'm gonna put more videos up what I've went through, and then I'll just keep in touch with you guys. You know, I used to rodeo. I was a bull rider. I did bronc bareback as well, and that didn't scare me as near as much as this experience has been. Like coming off of it, I'll hallucinate at night. Not anymore, but I was. So pains in my stomach. Couldn't sit still. Couldn't sit still, but yet didn't want to do anything. But like just lay my head back like this. Complete, utter, everything's black and gray. Everything stinks. It's hell on earth. I mean, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. But yet, the pharmaceutical companies are just having a heyday, you know, hooking people to it. Because if they can get 100,000 people hooked on it, you gotta look up the numbers of how many people are addicted to Xanax. What 120 pills cost me on insurance, or GoodRx, is like $47 to $60. Okay, $40 to $60 times, we'll just say there's 500,000 people. You know, do the math. That's a lot of money. So then you're gonna have to privately own the jails as well. Yeah, because where are you gonna put these people when they start breaking the law, which they do. Some worse than others, or some really bad. You gotta house them somewhere. You gotta get them out of society, but still keep the money. Well, we'll just build a prison, privately owned. So now we're 200% over capacity with them. Got so many people in these prisons, a lot of them because of addiction. And now they got you. You're gonna come right back. So you stay in this loop, you see. And they're relying on that loop. They know that you're gonna be back. They know how addictive it is. They can't not know. I mean, I was able to look it up, and I'm going through it myself. They have to know. So please, if I can do this, you can do it too. And I had a lot to lose, and I lost it all. Hopefully I have it kicked. You know, I don't know. You know, a lot of people will disagree with me, but with God, I'll kick this. I mean, it's at the point where I don't want it no more. But then, if I'm in the wrong situation, I might take it. You see, that's so fucked up. I hope that don't happen. Anyways, yes, I'm still alive. I'm still in my car. I don't know what's gonna happen next with me. I don't. Be looking for my videos of. I'm gonna start putting up the experience I documented, the daily torture of this shit. I'll put one up. You know, they're embarrassing, but I will. I cringe looking at them, guys. I'm just like, ugh. The other thing is, you know, is I've got this feeling in my soul that there's something for each one of us to contribute to get to be a true human, we have got to do and experience what we're meant to do. Some people are going to be science, go down by science where we're animals. No, we're not. I don't believe so. We have a conscience. We don't go off instincts like a lion. So we're not. And there's good and evil in this world, and we've got to stop letting the evil outweigh us, because it seems like the evil's outweighing us. And the people in Syria and Iraq and Afghanistan and Israel, Georgia, these people are living in Mexico, El Salvador, Guatemala. All these people are living, Africa, in horror. I mean, we're not even scared about the poisonous snakes or the lions. It's our humans that are cutting heads off and burning people alive, and they're fighting for the death, and these people are stuck in it, and their homes are blown to shit. It is sad. And I really want to go to Syria or to Israel or to Addabbo and document some of their daily tortures, and get down in it and find out why. If you want to just know what it's like to experience war every day, you can't. You have to live it. You can't. And why would you? You don't want that. And I just feel right now we're just so focused on only us, only ourselves. We have got to start focusing on everybody. Like, love is all we've got, and maybe it took this for me, but since I've come off of this Xanax, my mind's blown up and opened up for spiritual awakening. It has been the biggest, and I've experienced both of them, evil and God. I've experienced both so far. I've experienced pure love, but it was very fast. It didn't stay with me long. And then I experienced pure evil, and some of it I've gotten documented. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off now. It's almost been 30 minutes. I've gotta figure out where I'm gonna park tonight. So I'll get back on and make another video tonight. Show you how I sleep, how this has affected me right now. So, and I thank you guys for all the support, all the comments that I've got. I appreciate it. I really, really do. You're forever in my heart. Thank you.